Dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be diving into another room on the TryHackMe, which is CyberHeroes. Besides retrieving flag, I'm also going to show you how to use Python to process strings with two different approaches. I've already started the target machine. However, before we go ahead, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. So now we can head over to Kali Linux VM to begin with. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target machine. Sorry, we do not need to do that because I've already made a copy of the IP address onto the notebook. So then we can perform port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So now we can get out its result. So as you can see here, I took some options like -A. This means we'll do the, aggressive scanning like operating system version scan. But although, I've already put the SV option to perform version scanning. And also I put the uppercase P in not to conduct reachability testing or scanning. And also this option, default script scanning option. And this option ON is to output the result into this file. Although you can notice here, the IP address has been changed since I respawned the target machine. So this time, different IP address has been assigned. From the map scanning, we can tell the target machine has two open ports. The first one, 22, the surface is SSH or secure shell surface. And also we can get its version information. Open SSH, including its exact version number. I don't think we can find any workable exploit for this particular version. Let's move on. The second open port 80, the surface is HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And also we can get its version information Apache 2. So what are we going to do next? We need to emulate this web application both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser to perform. Maybe I can open fresh browser and we can put the IP address of the target machine into the address bar. Let me copy its IP address from my notebook. Hit enter. So CyberHeroes. And on the left, we can see the three columns or three functions: home, about, and login. So welcome heroes. We are cyber warriors. We are cyber guardians. We are hackers. Very beautiful, very fantastic site design. Anyhow, we need to check its source code. Sometimes we can get very important information from the source code. So some link, but just some kinds of bootstrap and some static files. Let me scroll down. And here there's some comments, some sort of comments or the links, and has something to do with bootstrap. This is a template language or the framework. Very useful. I like it very much, especially for me, not good at designing a UI. Okay, so let's go back. So how about the page? So about us, blah, blah. Heroes are not born. They work hard and become one. And some facts, some awesome facts about our CyberHeroes, a team. And also we need to check its source code. But almost the same as the first one. Okay, it doesn't matter. And we can click this login. So show your hacking skills and login to become a cyber hero. Okay, we can try to use default credentials, admin as username and admin as password as well. So incorrect password. So next, I'd like to use login bypass technique, like admin single quote or 1 equals 1. You know, this condition in any case would be true. So, and also have all operator. So it means that the entire condition would be true. Okay. So then sometimes we can bypass, you know, the login or authentication. Okay. So we can click login, but it will still get the error. You got this hacker. And so how to do? Also, we need to check its source code. Let me make the font to be bigger so you can see what's going on exactly. You know, the header part or section is almost, it's not almost the same as the home page and about page. So here is some sort of CSS. You know, this is internal or inner CSS, but they are not useful from the point of penetration. So the body, here we got some customized JavaScript code. So here the function authenticate. So I think this function would be called somewhere, right? Yes, here on click. When we click the button, and this function would be called authenticate. And the document get element by ID. If you go back and open the inspect tool, and you can use this locator, and we can get, as you can see here, for this input, you know, for input element or tag, the ID is ulim and the password ID is pass. So let's go back. So I think actually this line of code is to capture our submitted username, and this one is to capture our submitted password. And then, you know, here the function will do the reverse. So we'll reverse. So I think this here is just to define the, you know, some kind of, you know, processing or function, right? So reverse the string. And this function would be called here. And here has if statement. So if both conditions are true, and then we'll, you know, send HTTP request, okay, and then we can get the flag. So I think otherwise we will get the alert, incorrect password. Try again, you got this hacker. So the key point for us is to make these conditions. Actually, these are two conditions, but the first one, we know it's very easy. We just input or supply this string as username. And this would be, of course, you know, this condition would be true. But here, we got this reverse string. So to make this the second condition to be true, we need to reverse this string. Of course, you can manually reversed all characters one by one. But next I'm going to use Python to, reverse the string. Okay, so how to do? After all, we are trying to practice skills as many as possible. So let me launch Python 3 interactive environment. And so the first approach we can use is slicing. We can utilize the slicing of a Python to reverse the string. So let me copy this string. We can copy and define the password reverse. Paste in here. Oh, not this one. We can copy, paste in here, no problem. So the first approach is to use this way, password, and so we can use square brackets. And so let me explain. Slicing, we can make slicing with a string. And the first, would be the index of start or start index. And next would be the end, index for the end. But here I leave nothing. This means from the beginning to the end. And the third, this number represents a step. And the -1 means a reverse. So we will extract, or we will get characters from the end to the beginning. So in this way, we can reverse the string. Okay, so this is the first approach. And secondly, we can use the second one. How to do? We can use the function reversed and password. But here we get the object. This kind of object is some kind of iterator, or maybe we can understand it as a list. So how to get the string? We can use this way. We can use the join function and the reversed password. Okay, that's all. So we also can get the same password or original password. We can copy and we can log in. But also we need to copy. It's a password. Sorry, not a password. The username we can copy. So we are supplying accurate username and also reversed password, or the original password, and then we can click login button. It does work, and we can successfully get the flag. We can copy and submit it to the loom. Of course, I've already done that. So correct answer. So I think that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you next. Bye. Have a nice day, please.